everyone, and welcome to episode 19 of B-17 Queen of the Skies here on the World War II Solitaire board game channel. Wow, 19, that is just crazy. That means we have seven missions left, and that is in case nothing catastrophical happens. And as you know, catastrophical things tend to happen in this game. So anyway, we're gonna start off by talking a little bit about our crew members as usual. Last mission was a victory. We got 30% of Lille Industry. We had a few good runs now lately. We still have our original B-17 Heaven's Way. We still have our original navigator Rick Tor, original co-pilot yours truly Daniel Niemi, original radio operator Tom Martin, original ball turret gunner Angus Young, original port waist gunner Malcolm Young, and original starboard waist gunner Sergeant Cliff Williams, and original tail gunner that's Sergeant Bon Scott. We have a replacement because our first bombardier Johnny P was sent home, so we have a replacement to J. Irish Harkin. This is going to be his 8th mission. He has currently killed 3 enemy fighters. We have a replacement who replaced a co-pilot because first they had Rodrigo Buffett. He was sent home, and we got Philip Marip, who was sent home, and we got William Bridge, who is currently serving his 5th mission. We do not have our original engineer, as Ronald Lee Ermey also got sent home. Brett Gribben, who replaced him, was killed in action, and we got Phil Rudd, who currently has a 1 fighter kill. Our ball turret gunner, Angus Young, has 5 kills, so he's currently gunner ace. Would really be cool to get our bombardier Johnny P. He has 3 kills, so 2 more kills, he's going to be an ace as well. Okay, this is really making me nervous because we are getting so close to the end. I mean, it would be really legendary to actually survive. From what I understand, that is really a rare occurrence, and doing it on my first recorded campaign, that would be nothing less than epic. But you know, I'm gonna try not to hope for it, because then I think maybe it's not gonna happen. I think if I we discussed this the last mission, I think if I turn these to 6s, I think I will have some kind of luck. We want this one, the D6 red one, to be as low number as possible. Okay, here goes. 23, I gotta say that is not bad. That is Rouen, and Rouen is gonna be in... Okay, so it's in Zone 4, and really, as long as we stay within Zone 4, I'm super happy, because we have fighter cover, we have all of that. So definitely we go for another pretty good mission. Okay, let's go ahead and note it on our mission record and our mission chart. Okay, so we have noted here we're going to Rouen for our mission 19 to the rail yard, the bomber rail yard. So now we need to roll for our formation position. We do not want to roll 2 or 12. And roll 9, so I'm good with that. We're in the middle position. And then we roll for our squadron position, and I would like to have a roll of 3 to 4, but 1 to 2 is also acceptable. And we roll 4, so that's pretty much the best roll we can get. That means we're going to have a -1. We're rolling for enemy fighters. So again, we're going to a milk run here, but you shouldn't get too confident, because in my experience, you can also get annihilated on milk runs. So we consult our flight log, gets it here, and the first zone is a -2, which turns into a -3, of course. Second zone is a -1, which turns into a -2, and the fourth zone is a 0, which turns into a -1 because of our squadron position. See, Rouen, yes, that is over here in Zone 4. I do not know why, but for some reason Rouen goes all the way here to Zone 5, actually. We can see Rouen down here, and that is, I'm guessing that is errata, or it's some kind of mistake, but I'll tell you what, I am not gonna head to Zone 5 when I can see Rouen over here in Zone 4. No way, Jose. Okay, so let's get going, guys. I'm super excited, and I really am. Every time I'm gonna play B-17, I'm thinking about, oh man, this is gonna be fun, or this is gonna be interesting, I should say, not always fun. But when I'm not playing, I'm always like, I want to do the next mission. I really wonder if I can actually do it. Am I going to get shot down on the next mission? We enter Zone 1, no problem. We enter Zone 2. We roll for our fighter cover and roll a 6. So we have good fighter cover. We roll for enemy fighters with a -3 modifier. and roll a 6, which turns into a 3, and that is going to be one fighter wave. Because 3 to 5 we have one fighter wave, 6 we have 2. So even with that really good modifier, we have some fighters to take care of. We roll 55. 55 is a 190, 12 o'clock low, and 3 109s. Okay, so we're off to a hard start here. We have a bunch of fighters coming at us. This is going to be 2 109s and a FW and one 109 here. However, we have good fighter cover, so we shall roll for fighter cover defense first. And roll a 4, so that is going to go ahead and drive 2 of them away. So we go with the 109 at level and the FW back here. So that means we only have 2 109s left. And on a roll of 4, 1 is going to be driven off in any successive attack. So let's see what we want to do here. The one coming in from level at 1030, we can only fire the port cheek gun. And then the one coming in at level here, or actually he's at high o'clock, so 12 o'clock high, we can fire the top turret and the nose gun. And we go ahead and mark off the ammo. Nose gun, port cheek, and top turret. And we go ahead and roll for pilot status, left to right. First guy is a green pilot, I believe. Yes, sir. Second guy is an average pilot. So to get hit with the port cheek, my navigator Victor needs a roll of 5 or 6. And he rolls a 3, so he misses. To hit this guy, my nose gunner, which is the bombardier, J. Iris Harkin, needs a roll of 6. And he rolls a 1. To hit with the top turret and the MG, I need a roll of 6 as well. And a roll 5. Very unfortunate. This guy now needs a 6 to hit because he's a green pilot. He rolls 2. And this guy needs a 5 or a 6. And he rolls a 3. So both of them fail with their attack. I'm going to go ahead and scratch off. I should have noted 55. I scratch off 55. And we also mark off 1 bullet here for the tail gunner, because as this guy passes by, actually I'm going to do it to the green gunner here, because now I will hit him instead on a 6, on a 5 or a 6 with my tail gunner. And I hit with the tail gunner. That is not very often that happens. And we roll here for the damage. And if I roll a 4 or higher, I destroy him. And I roll a 5, so that is pretty cool, because that means our tail gunner kills a 109. So let's go ahead and note it here on the mission record that his third kill, see, 109. He's killed a 190, a 110, and a 109. So Bon Scott has currently killed one of all enemy fighters. Anyway, he's also leaving home, so let's go ahead and go back to the strategic movement board. Okay, so first combat zone has been done with. We enter now zone 3, where we have a -2 to our roll. But we go ahead and roll for fighter cover. We have fair fighter cover in zone 2. And we roll for enemy fighters with a -2. We roll 5, which becomes a 3 with a -2. So that is, again, 1 enemy fighter wave. And the fighter wave is 14, and that's 4 109s. Alright, so we're coming in here from every direction from the front, and we're gonna go ahead and roll for fighter cover defense. And roll a 1, that's pretty bad, because that means we do not drive a single one away with our fair cover. That's pretty bad. Okay, so far, I mean, yes, we are lucky with our our current mission and our squadron position and position in the formation, but we haven't been really lucky with enemy fighter waves and our fighter cover. Okay, pretty simple here. We'll use the port cheek and the starboard cheek here, and for the guys up front, we use the nose turret for one of them and the top turret for the other. Pretty straightforward, not much else we can do. Let's see, starboard cheek. Let's roll for pilot status. First guy is average, second guy is average, third guy is average, and the last guy is also average. So to hit with the port cheek gun, I need a roll of 6. And also I see I've done a mistake here. Let's scratch here the starboard cheek gun. Because you cannot use both of the cheek guns at the same time. You can only use one of them. So with that in mind, we only use the port cheek gun. And Richter, our navigator, needs a roll of 6. He rolls 3. To hit with the nose gun, J. Irish Harkin needs a roll of 6. He rolls 3. To hit with the top turret, our new engineer, who is Phil Rudd, also needs a 6. He rolls a 4. And that's it. Okay, so let's roll for the damage. All of them will need, I believe, a 5 or 6 to hit. Yes, that is correct. 5 or 6 to hit. We roll for the first one. He rolls a 1. He misses, so he flies by and flies home. Next guy, he rolls a 4, so he also misses, so he flies home. Third guy, he rolls a 3, so here again we have a guy who falls, misses and drives home. Last guy, 5 or a 6, he rolls a 4, he also misses. And again we're going to take this chance and fire the tail guns to rack up those kills. I will get him on a roll of 6, and he rolls a 4, so it is going to be a miss. And again we have been lucky with the wave itself. We haven't been lucky in the sense that we have not been getting waves, because we have been getting them even though we have those very good modifiers. But yeah, we have been lucky with the waves themselves. Let's go back to the movement board. Alright, so we have survived also in zone 3. We enter zone 4. And the first thing we do, because this is the designated target zone, we go ahead and roll for our weather. And roll 9, meaning we're going to have good weather over the target for today. Good. And then we go ahead and roll for our fighting cover. Hope for a roll of 5 or 6. We get a pretty crappy roll here. A roll of 1, so we have poor fighting cover. We roll for enemy fighters to a number of waves to engage us. And we have in mind now that we have a -1 to our roll. A roll of 3, which becomes a 2. And that means we're going to have 1 wave of enemy fighters. The wave is 35. 35 is 2 190s, 1 at 12 o'clock level and 1 at 130 low. Okay, so we still roll for our fighting cover, because still with a roll of 5 or 6 we managed to drive 1 of them away. And we roll a 2, so we do not manage to drive any of them away. Okay, pretty simple again here. You don't have much choice when they come from 1030 to 130. We use the nose gun and the top turret and the starboard cheek gun. 130 level, 130 high. We can actually use, when he's at 130 high, we can also use the starboard waist gun. So of course we're going to go ahead and do that. We want to use all of them. And we mark off nose gun, starboard cheek, top turret, and starboard waist. And we're all for crew status, pilot status, left to right. We have an average pilot and another average pilot. To hit, we need a roll of 6. Nose gun, miss. Top turret, hit. And we hit the roll now with no modifiers, since it's a FW for the damage. And we roll a 5, so I can't believe it. Top turret, our new engineer, that is Phil Rudd. He gets a kill here. Let's see here. Where is the engineer? That's Focke-Wulf 190. Good job. And we shall notice it also on the mission record here. Engineer. That is not his first kill. That is his second kill. So 3 more kills to become an ace. Okay, and then we have the second FW, starboard cheek gun. We need a roll of 6. Starboard waist gun, again we need a roll of 6. We get a roll of 1. So we miss, and this guy will get to attack now. He will hit us on a roll of 5 to 6. He rolls a 1, so that means he flies by and he flies back home. And that takes care of that. But now we have to deal with flak. Okay, so we roll for a mono flak, and of course we want a roll of 1, which is no flak. The higher the number, the worse here. We roll a 1. Okay, we are definitely lucky today. Let's not try to jinx us here though, because we still need to score a hit. We roll for a bomb run. We are on target if we roll 3 or higher. And we roll a 6. Perfect strike. Let's see how much we hit for. And we roll 6. 6 means we hit for 30%. So that's definitely acceptable. It's not a record again. We never gotten more than 40. But, you know, it's going to be a mission complete, and I'm happy for that. Okay, so now that we're done that, we're going to go ahead and roll for fighter cover on our way back. And we have good fighter cover on our way back. That's excellent. And we roll for enemy fighter waves with a -1 to our roll. We roll a 4, which turns into a 3. That's a nice roll. That's just one enemy wave of fighters. We roll 6 to 1. And 6 to 1 is going to be a 1-9 doing a vertical climb. And we can see here that this fighter may not be driven off by fighter cover. And we can only hit him with the top turret or radio room on a roll of 6. So let's see, what did I say? It was 61. That's a 109. 61 doing a vertical dive. We can only hit him with the top turret and radio room MG on a roll of 6. So first of all, let's note here 61. And we should also scratch the ammo for the top turret and radio room. And we need to roll a 6. And unfortunately, we don't have an ace gunner here, so they really do need a 6. Top turret first. And before we roll for pilot status, he's an average pilot. We roll for the top turret. He misses. The radio room. And the radio room, guess what, guys? He hits. The radio room, we roll for the damage. And he rolls a 2. That's unfortunate. It would be cool if he got a better kill, because our radio operator, actually Tom Martin, he's actually never killed anyone at all, but he damages a little bit, so it fights with a -1. For that guy now to hit us, he is going to need a roll of 6 with that modifier. Whoops, I'm gonna re-roll that because I dropped it. And roll a 4, which turns into a 3, so this guy misses and he flies back home, which scratch 61, and we'll go ahead and go back to the movement board. Alright, so we enter back now in zone 3, and we'll go ahead and roll for fighter cover. And roll 4, meaning we have fair fighter cover in zone 3. We roll for enemy fighters with a -2 to our roll. And we roll a 1, which turns into a -2, or a -1, I guess that would be. And that means no enemy fighters. We enter zone 2, and we roll for target fighter cover. And we roll a crappy 1, which means we have poor fighter cover here. We roll for enemy fighters with a modifier of -3. And we roll a 3, which becomes a 0. That means, again, no enemy fighters, and that means we have completed our 19th mission. We roll for weather, and weather over England is good. And that means landing is guaranteed to be good, because we have no modifiers. Rolling for G9, landing on land. That's going to be crew is safe. Crew and B-17 safe. So guys, mission 19 is a victory. The next mission is going to be mission 20. Okay. This is just crazy. I did not think that we were going to get this far. And remember, we still have 7 of our 10 original crew members, and we still have our original B-17 bomber. So I guess I am doing, or my guys am doing something right. Or maybe it is that you're all watching me and hopefully I'm hoping that you're hoping for the best. I'm sure maybe there is someone out there who's like, come on, get killed, die. Well, I hope that all of the other ones who hope that I don't die will keep the energy positive and keep us flying. Thank you guys so much for watching. It really means a lot. If you're not subscribed, I would be happy if you would get subscribed. If you want to help me some extra, you can like the video, also comment, share it. Also, you can become a member of the channel, become a channel supporter for only $2.99 a month. You help me to, buy better camera equipment. I need to upgrade this crappy camera, stuff like that. You can also do a one-time donation through PayPal. You will find the link in the video description, or YouTube super thanks. Other than that, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope I will see you for episode 20 of B-17, Queen of the Skies.